Hi students, today we're going to keep learning about fractions and our tick for today is 5.3H, numbers and operations. The students apply mathematical process standards to develop and use strategies and methods for positive rational numbers computations in order to solve problems with efficiency and accuracy. The student is expected to represent and solve addition and subtraction of fractions with unequal denominators referring to the same whole using objects and pictorial models and properties of operations. That's what we're going to learn today. In the part of whole interpretation, the denominator shows the number of equal parts in the whole, and the number shows how many of the parts are included in that particular fraction. So we're gonna do that today. Today we're gonna learn how to solve a word problem with fractions. We already learned to work with multiplication and division with equal denominators, and we are gonna learn how to do addition and subtraction of unequal fraction or rational numbers. On our next unit, we will learn how to multiply and division on unequal fractions. Okay. We're gonna do a problem, a word problem, and the problem read like this. Terry has 2/3 of a peach pie. She wants to give some to Patty. She gave her 1/2 of her peach pie. How much Terry have left? So if we see in our word problem, Terry have 2/3 of a peach pie. And she wants to share with Patty 1/2 of what she have. How much Terry have left? So, reading the question, I know that we need to subtract because on the problem say how much Terry have left. So that's the first thing that we are going to do. We're going to subtract. So I'm going to put my symbol there. Okay, we have here two fractions, 2/3 and 1/2. The top number is called the numerator and the bottom number is called the denominator. If we can see in these two fractions, they are not have an equal denominator. We have a 3 here and we have a 2. Subtracting fractions is relative to subtract whole numbers. You need to find a common unit or least common denominator and then find the difference in the number of units. Okay? You need to be very careful with that because a common misconception that the students do is that they subtract straight. They can say 2 minus 1 is 1 and 3 minus 2 is 1, and that is not correct. If you don't have the same denominator, you cannot subtract straight. We need to find a common unit or least common denominator. And we are going to learn today how to do that. First, I'm going to show you doing this using a linear model. And I'm going to use fraction tiles so I can demonstrate you how to do it. First, we're going to see that we have here the whole, the complete whole, and my fraction is 2/3 of that whole that Terry have, and she wants to give to her friend 1/2. Okay? So to find out, I need to find a number that I can use and will be the same for the 1/2 and for the 1/3. I cannot use 1/3 because It is not the same. So this is incorrect. And I cannot use 1/2 because it's not the same. So let's try to use 1/6. So let's start first with the 1/3. So you can put 1/6 and 1/6. You see that the line is perfect. It's exactly the same size. So I can use 1/6. Let's find out in 1/2. Perfect. It's exactly the same. So I can use 1/6 to represent in my fraction. So my problem was that she have 2/3 she have 2/3. I have the 2/3. Okay, minus 1/2. So if I can take this from here, and I have here representing 1/6, and I represent my 1/2 with this, I have now 4/6 minus 3/6. Okay, now I can subtract 4/6 minus 3/6 equal 1/6. So this is my answer. So Terry have left 1/6 of her peach pie. This is one way to represent this problem. Another way that we can do it is using an area model. And I can do an area model using a fraction circle. So we're going to show first here my 2/3. Remember the problem? 2/3. And Terry wants to give to her friend Patty 1/2. So this is what Terry's gonna have left. We don't know what is that amount. But when we did our linear model, we know there was 1/6. So now we can use the 1/6 to represent in this model and see and compare to see it's exactly the same size. And it is. I have my 4/1/6 and I have my 1/6 left that is this size. So now I know that she give you to her friends 1/6 of the pie. This is another way that we can represent fractions using an area model with fraction circles, or we can use the linear model using tile fractions. Thank you.